What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25. Tonight, I'm going to do my WWE Smackdown review. Highlights, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. Alright, we're kicking things off in ring segment with Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and Jey Uso. I enjoyed this segment for what it was. It says Reigns says he actually likes Kevin Owens. Owens is like a roach that won't die, and Reigns respect that. Reigns didn't want to do what he did to Owens, but it's not his fault. Reigns wants Owens to be able to take care of his family. Reigns loves Owens and everyone in the back. That's why Reigns does what he does. It's one man's fault. It's Adam Pearce's fault for booking the match. Reigns demands Adam Pearce to come to the ring. Pearce eventually makes his way to the ring. Reigns tells Adam Pearce to his face that this is all his fault. Reigns was done with Kevin Owens, but Pearce did his friend Owens to stand down. Reigns suggests Adam Pearce to book the gauntlet match to give himself a shot at the title. Adam Pearce is supposed to be managing the talent, and look what happened. Owens isn't here, and Adam Pearce is to blame. Roman Reigns says he wanted to see if Adam Pearce could redeem himself this week, but Adam Pearce booked a gauntlet match to pick Reigns' next opponent. Roman Reigns should be able to pick his own opponent. Roman Reigns has been carrying this company for years, which is facts by itself. Roman Reigns has carried the company for years. So that part right there was just facts by itself. But anyway, Roman Reigns bro beat Adam Pearce. Roman Reigns says Adam Pearce must think he's stupid. Reigns grabs Adam Pearce by the shirt. Heyman advised Reigns to let Adam Pearce go. Adam Pearce says he respects Reigns. Reigns says maybe he was wrong and maybe Adam Pearce is perfectly safe. Adam Pearce looked confused. Roman Reigns glares at Adam Pearce with a smirk as he leaves the ring. The hilarious part in this promo was Jey Uso was looking around. That part right there was just hilarious. But hey, I enjoyed that promo for what it was. So we get the Intercontinental Championship match between Big E versus Apollo Crews. This match was good, and Big E and Apollo Crews got physical. I like that. Apollo Crews kicks Big E in the head as soon as the bell rings and gets a near fall. Big E sends Apollo Crews out to the apron. Big E apron splash by Big E. Apollo Crews managed to splash Big E in the corner. Apollo Crews lands multiple German suplexes. Big E rolls out to the floor. Apollo Crews flattens Big E with a moonsault off the apron. Apollo Crews gets a 2 count. Apollo Crews hits a suplex. Apollo Crews tries to float over, but Big E and Crews leg gets tied up. The referee counts 2-3. That was a botch by itself right there. That part itself was a botch. We have no idea who won, but Crews thinks it was him. Crews starts to celebrate as we cut to commercial. Now I thought Apollo Crews won for a second. I thought he won for a second. But anyway, it says after the break, we get a replay that shows both men's shoulders down. The referee tells Big E and Crews that since both men's shoulders were down, the title goes back to the champion. Apollo Crews gets upset, which is I don't blame him. But anyway, Big E offers Crews a handshake and tells him he did a good job. Crews says he doesn't want that. Crews slaps Big E, tells the referee to ring the bell. So, okay, Big E hits multiple belly-to-belly suplexes. Big E splashes big splash by Big E. Apollo Crews kick out. Apollo Crews escapes the big ending. Apollo Crews hits a splash off the top for a near fall. Apollo Crews and Big E trade power moves. Apollo Crews sends Big E into the corner. Apollo Crews runs into a nasty Uranagi by Big E. Big E hits the big ending for the win. The winner is still your Intercontinental Champion, Big E. This match was good. I like how Apollo Crews and Big E got physical. I like that part. But this match was good. So we get backstage. So we get backstage. Backstage, Adam Pearce finds Sonya Deville. Adam Pearce welcomes Sonya Deville back, and he's happy to be working with her. Adam Pearce needs the help. Sonya Deville says she isn't bitter about losing a loser leaves WWE match to her former best friend. It's a new year and a new her. Deville asks Pearce about his match later tonight. Pearce says he couldn't beat the referee, let alone Reigns at this point. Adam Pearce hasn't wrestled in 6 years, and he doesn't plan on. So we get backstage. Bianca Belair has declared for the Royal Rumble. Now, I'm going to say this. Bianca Belair has to win the Royal Rumble this year. If Bianca Belair does not win the Royal Rumble, every single one of us is going to be very disappointed. So anyway, before Bianca Belair can say anything else, Bayley interrupts and says Belair isn't going to win because she is. Bayley says if Belair did happen to win the Royal Rumble, she would just end up squandering it. Belair says Bayley isn't champion. No, so it looks like squandering her title reign. Bianca Belair signs away. So we get SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Street Profits versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. This was the match of the night. This was the match of the night. This match was fantastic. It says Dawkins and Ziggler start the match. Dawkins runs over Ziggler. Drop kick by Dawkins. Ziggler kicks out. Dawkins and Ford double team Ziggler. Dawkins suplex Ford onto Ziggler. Ford clutches at his knee upon impact. Ford gets a 2 count. Roode tags in and starts working over Ford. Ford tries to fire it up, but Roode kicks him in the knee. Ford back body drops Ziggler and Roode over the top rope. Ford leap over the rope for a dive. Ford takes out Ziggler and Roode, but as he stands up, he falls right back down. Ford knees gives out. Dawkins and the referee check on Ford. After the break, Dawkins suplexes Roode multiple times. Dawkins gets a near fall. After a bulldog, Ford is having trouble getting up on the apron. Dawkins goes to make a tag, but think better of it. Ziggler surprised Dawkins with a dropkick. Ziggler and Roode take turns working over Dawkins. Dawkins managed to tag in Ford. Ford lands a furious of strikes to Ziggler. Roode and Ziggler hit their finish on Ford for the win. The winners and new tag team champions, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. This tag team match was fantastic. After the match, Ziggler and Roode knocked Ford and Dawkins out of the ring. And the Street Profits had a good title run, but the Street Profits being SmackDown Tag Team Champions are officially over. But it was a good tag team match. It was good. So we move on to backstage. Paul Heyman tells Adam Pearce that he pulled a few strings and Adam Pearce is now in a Gauntlet match. Pearce is very upset. Heyman says this is a gift from Roman Reigns. Backstage, Billy Kay asks to join the Riot Squad. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan says no. Kay starts to cry. So Liv Morgan fell for that right there, off alone. Morgan says it's not that they don't want her, but Kay says she is so happy to be part of the group. Morgan and Riott are super confused. Kay skips away. This segment did not do nothing for none of us. It didn't do nothing for me and Tim. So let's move on. So we get the number 1 contenders gauntlet match: Adam Pearce versus Rey Mysterio, accompanied by Dominic versus Sami Zayn, King Corbin, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Alright, Mysterio and Sami Zayn are up first. Zayn says he asked to be in this match and he was convincingly made the number 1 entrance in the match. He has the lowest odds out of anyone to win, and it's a conspiracy against him. Zayn brought a camera crew who is filming a documentary about the conspiracy against him. As the bell rings, Mysterio dropkicks Zayn into the ropes. Mysterio hits the 619, followed by dropping the dime for the pinfall. So Sami Zayn has been eliminated, and we already know how we feel. We already know that me and Tim how we feel about Sami Zayn. But anyway, Shinsuke Nakamura is up next. Now Shinsuke Nakamura killed this, even though Shinsuke Nakamura killed this. I already said Shinsuke Nakamura is next. Nakamura shoulder blocks Mysterio. Mysterio rolls through on a sunset flip. Mysterio kicks Nakamura in the face. Mysterio sends Nakamura out of the ring. Mysterio attempts a sliding sunset bomb, but Nakamura rolls through and destroys Mysterio with a running knee. Mysterio kicks out. Nakamura sits Mysterio on the top rope. Nakamura tries a superplex. Mysterio puts on the brakes. Mysterio headbutts Nakamura off the top rope. Diving senton by Mysterio. Mysterio reverses a power bomb into a facebuster. Mysterio hits the 619. Mysterio tries another splash, but Nakamura gets his knees up. Nakamura rolls Mysterio into an armbar. Mysterio taps out. Mysterio has been eliminated. King Corbin runs down to the ring and attacks Dominic. Corbin sends Nakamura into the ring post. Corbin picks up Mysterio and chokeslams his head into the top turnbuckle. Alright, let's continue. So we get Corbin floors Nakamura with a clothesline. Nakamura kicks out. Corbin works over Nakamura in the corner. Corbin missed a shoulder block in the corner. Corbin ducks one kick by Nakamura but eats a second. Corbin falls out of the ring. Nakamura leaps off the apron but is caught by Corbin. Corbin drives Nakamura's back into the ring post. Corbin gets a 2 count. Corbin yells at the referee. Back suplex by Corbin. Corbin hooks both legs, but Nakamura kicks out again. Nakamura lands a furious of kicks. Nakamura hits a flying knee off the top. Corbin kicks out. Nakamura calls for the Kinshasa. Corbin counters with the deep 6. Nakamura kicks out. Corbin walks into a triangle by Nakamura. Corbin powerbombs Nakamura to break the hold. Corbin tries the Dipsy Do clothesline, but as soon as Corbin gets back in the ring, Nakamura immediately hits Kinshasa. Nakamura pins Corbin. King Corbin has been eliminated. Thank God King Corbin has been eliminated. So we get Daniel Bryan is next. Daniel Bryan is all over Nakamura. Bryan tries to leap off the top. Nakamura drop kicks Bryan out of the air. Nakamura attempts to Kinshasa. Bryan drop kicks and rolls Nakamura into a half crab. Bryan transitions into an ankle lock. Bryan turns that into a nasty German suplex off a near fall. Yes kick by Bryan. Nakamura locks Bryan in an armbar. Daniel Bryan reverses that into an armbar of his own. Bryan transitions that into the yes lock. Nakamura crawls to the ropes. Bryan turns the yes lock into the ring upside. Nakamura managed to get his leg on the bottom rope to break the hold. Bryan focuses on his attack on Nakamura's arm. Bryan tries a runner off the top. Nakamura hooks the rope. Bryan hits the mat hard. Nakamura follows that with a flying knee. Daniel Bryan kicks out. Bryan tries another armbar. Daniel Bryan turns it into a pin. Nakamura kicks out. Bryan and Nakamura trade strikes. Bryan lands a head kick that crumples. Nakamura into the corner. Bryan lands a few drop kicks in the corner. Bryan charges for another, but Nakamura counters with the Kinshasa. Nakamura pins Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has been eliminated. Now I'm glad Daniel Bryan lost this one. But anyway, Daniel Bryan helps Nakamura up. Bryan and Nakamura shake hands, which is a good sportsmanship. But anyway, Roman Reigns, Heyman, and Uso walk out to the stage. After the break, Adam Pearce slowly walked to the ring. Roman Reigns intimidated Pearce on the way to the ring. Uso gets in the ring and attacks Nakamura. Reigns joins in. Uso super kicks Nakamura. Superman punch by Reigns. Uso crushes Nakamura with the Uso splash. Adam Pearce asks Reigns he's doing what's he's doing. Roman Reigns tosses Adam Pearce into the ring. Jey Uso super kicks Adam Pearce. Reigns demands that the referee ring the bell, which he does. Jey Uso drags Adam Pearce on the top of Nakamura. The referee counted to 3. Counter to 3. Shinsuke Nakamura has been eliminated. It says the winner and new #1 contender, Adam Pearce. Now, I enjoyed this gauntlet match for what it was. It was good. But anyway, all I gotta say is that Carmella and Sasha Banks killed their match. But Sasha Banks is better than Carmella. But Carmella and Sasha Banks actually killed it. They both killed it when they had their match last week. But anyway, overall, Smackdown was not a bad show. It was not a bad show. It was just, it was just decent for what it was, but it was not a bad show at the same time. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Smackdown review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And now I will see you guys this Monday on my WWE Raw review and highlights. My name is Big Boy John 25, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'm out of here.